Yeah, we back live right here at the Truth special episode, you know what I'm saying? With the one and only big homie Madman, Brother L and Doc J from the Horseshoe Gang. What up, fellas?
What's going on, bro?
Yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Tonight is a special edition, man, and we live on the Horseshoe Gang's page. We're going to give you updates on Black Wall Street, why have the music industry, all the millionaires in the music industry, why haven't we put a big pot of gold together and created our own Black Wall Street? That could mean a millions of things. It could be a whole entire street, one studio, one production company, one place, a guitar outlet, one place where you can rent videos or do your videos. It's kind of like a Tyler Perry Studios. How you feel about that, OG?
Man, I think I feel like it's a couple of reasons why hip hop is not self-sufficient. I mean, like just everything contained within hip hop, we don't need outside, distributors, outside radio stations, all that. Like one issue I believe is alright, so like the top 40 format was like, I believe in like 1950s. A dude named Todd Stores, he was a radio broadcaster in Omaha, Nebraska. He bought a radio station, and from that point on, like he copied the format from how you go into a restaurant or something like that, and they have those what they call jukebox.
Okay.
How he noticed how people hear the same song over and over again and don't complain about that. So he's like,
right.
You know what? Instead of playing the local artists or whoever, let's just play the top 40. So the whole format was invented from that point. I think that wasn't meant for hip hop. I feel like if hip hop should be like, it should be like all the local artists from each region get shine. And I think the fact that it's not like that, it creates a small amount of hip hop artists that stars, and that makes the money is like split up among the top 10. It's only so many artists that's making real money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when we talk about hip hop, people investing money into like if we had like a union or like our own type of organization, it wouldn't really work because it's not enough people with the bread. Like you got the Jay-Z, you got somebody like Puffy, you got somebody. It's a couple people. Suge in jail, so it's like it's only so many people with the bread to really make a change where we would need the mainstream radio station to fund everything.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So what we probably have to do from this point is like, remember when cats like DJ Drama and people like what's the dude's name?
DJ
all the mixtape, the legendary mixtape DJ like DJ Clue, like DJ Envy,
DJ Red Alert.
When cats like that was breaking music, from that point we could have broke off to where we didn't need radio stations to break new songs, break new artists. We could have had the DJ control the music, and we could have broke off. We got our own distributors, we got our own mom and pop shops selling music, and we could have got to a point where we didn't need the powers that be, and pretty soon we would become the powers that be ourselves.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think in order for us to create a real hip hop community where we don't need to cross over, because why do we need to cross over? Whenever we cross over, we send a broader audience that's outside of hip hop community.
Right.
So if we was able to somehow create more stars without crossing over, I feel like we'll somehow get to that point. She's tapping in right now.
Yep. I love what you're saying, man. We need to come together and work on that, y'all.
Yeah.
I hope y'all pay attention to what Julius Dr. J is speaking on. We're going to get together and work on that. Same thing that you said about the other thing. All right, what's up, LB? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, I appreciate you switching over with us, working with us. The internet is a mother, and I appreciate your loyalty. You know what I'm saying?
No worries.
Hey, first you don't know, this is UNG radio station. We're doing a special edition tonight of we're doing updates for people right about now. We're trying to figure out we basically starting something. You know what I mean? We need a Rap City again. We need Yo MTV Rap outlet again. They basically taken away CDs and records, and people can't make a song in the studio and put them on CD and sell them out the trunk if nobody really is going to buy them. If you make conscious music, you might not get played on the radio compared to Roddy Ricch or Nicki Minaj or something like that. So we're trying to figure out a method for everybody to eat. The money's still here, the lane is still here, and for those who missed it on the UNG IG page, we were talking to LB LB is a talent agent. You know what I mean? She works with many people in the industry. First of all, LB, welcome to the Horseshoe Gang IG. You know what I'm saying? Would you like to let everybody know who you are, please? I'm saying, would you like to let everybody know who you are, please?
Oh, you just said it. Thank you. That was great.
Okay, there it is. You know what I'm saying? She's a talent agent. You know what I mean? And she gets
Talent
it.
agency, black-owned talent agency. That's key, right? Started the agency about 6 years ago. I think we 5-6 years ago. I look at my birthday over there. Super proud of it, and it was a thought and an idea. Actually, they were like, "You're very headstrong. You need to have your own agency." And with the support of my entertainment partner, he was like, "We made it happen."
Is that what made you get into the agency department?
Well, okay. So my mom's is Regina Bell, not the singer, before everybody thinks about it, but my should have been, right?
That was my question for sure.
I wish. Okay. Anyway, so she was a actress. She was a producer. She was all those things, right? So I always grew up in that field. And then I dated I'm from Seattle, Washington. For 10 years, I was in a relationship with a rap artist. So
We know him.
I'm never going to tell.
That was a long pause, but
That was a long time. Yeah. So for 10 years, so I learned aspects of that, right? And that was 10 years. So it's always been in me. So fast forward to maybe 7-8 years ago, I met one of my younger brother is an amazing rap artist, right? And a singer. Amazing voice. So he introduced me to one of his friends, and his friends, I had been in a car accident, so I was all broken up, you know. And his friend listened to me. He was like, "Your sister's hella smart. She knows her." And so he asked me to partner with him, and he was trying to get in to have a relationship with this other talent agency. So they asked us to put on a show, and I did. Bentley Cowell Evans, one of his shows, Family Time. And there they were like, "Oh my God, are you running this? Are you in control?" And I was like, "No, I'm just helping." Anyway, so I met her, the talent agent. Her name was Sheila Leggett. I love her, SL. Hi. Anyway, she said, "Why don't you be my partner?" And that's when I got the title. Because before everybody said, "Oh my God, you're really good at what you do," I didn't know there was a title for it. So immediately I started working at Media Artist Group. I did... we did product placement, and she actually hit me to the game. She introduced me to a lot of clients. Some of those clients actually followed me to the agency, so I'm honored to have those people. You know, have the agent and the talent and the relationship, right? And again, because I didn't believe in scouting or anything, they just knew what was going on. I jumped into the comedy thing. I built a comedy portion of that as well, because that's where my heart was. So to me, everything was happening full circle. You know, meeting your idols or meeting the people that you never thought you'd be working with. So that's kind of how that happened. Fast forward, I left Media Artist Group. I went to another agency, 90210. Me and Theo Caesar, love him. That's my boy, my homie. And we had 2 chiefs. So I respected Theo. He let me build out my thing. And the entertainment attorney, because again, we're all about paper, making sure your stuff is correct, right? The entertainment attorney is... He's amazing. Anyway, so he was like, "You need your own stuff," and then he seeded into me so I could build the relationship with the agents. Build the agency, and that's how it was birthed. And he supported and seeded, and my clients wanted to stay with me, and they came on. So it's cool. I go looking for clients. They hear about me. It's word of mouth, and it's referral. And I always get that they want to work with a Black woman, right? They want to work with their there. So it's there. Now we just have to know the business to do those things. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
If you never managed a $500 million company, are you ready to be a CEO of that $500,000 company, right?
Right.
Or are you willing to learn to be that? Because
That's
it
very
goes with this.
important. Very important to know what you're getting involved with. Yeah.
Exactly. But that becomes study, that becomes work, and it's no longer a hobby.
That's right. It's business.
It's they call me El Business, because my life goal was to be an attorney at one point. So I look at everything legally, like, okay, how do we protect you? How do we make sure when you're doing this is here? How do we make sure you're not doing street business, because there's a difference,
True.
than paper business?
True. Yeah.
Street business, that's your cash flow. If that's what you're doing, I don't do street. So when I worked with a different artist, loved him to death, he was trying to hit me to street. I was trying to hit to business.
okay.
I was like, I like my stuff paper so I can go back and sue because at least I know I'm gonna get my money back.
That's right.
On the street, I'm gonna be waiting for you to owe me for forever. Right? So I was like, let's paper that down right quick. So and that's what we did.
Okay, so like I know a lot of artists who they have manager or they have some sort of PR team and it's on a handshake, right? They have no paperwork at all. Right. So what do you think about? So if you deal with an artist and their existing manager or their previous manager is somebody they have no paperwork with, is that something that you kind of don't want to deal with?
I'm not a manager, even though all my clients, 99% of them think that I am, because again, I come from that kind of background.
Right.
I'm not doing anything without paper.
Okay.
Here's why. Because that mind my business kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not minding my business, no offense, because everybody's honest, right? If I'm not willing to mind my business, how do I expect other people to make sure that business is handled? Because they're my buyers.
I like that, right?
That you receive that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So having a manager under the table, nothing wrong with that. They get a deal, you did a deal. He has to worry about if you're going to pay him or not.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not going to work. We're sad. I'm sad franchised. So I'm like, I'm not losing an agency for you. Huh?
A lot of artists make mistakes doing that. A lot of them come in street and don't understand the part of the business. And then you've only been dealing with the business for 3 to 5 years, and they already, because they came in understanding the business and didn't really worry about the art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, kind of like what we're talking about today is what Brother L was talking about, what we're going to do to solve the solution. So, you know, basically for people out there that's listening, that's rocking with us right now, attention to what we're saying. If you're going to be a rapper, do both sides of the fence.
Yeah.
Get your bars together and and to you managers / talent wannabe agents, learn about the artists they're dealing with. You know, you don't want to be in the shot hole club. You know what I'm saying? And you want to do everything like LB said on paper. The handshake game is kind of nasty. You know what I'm saying? It's a business. You know, at the end of the day, me and my brother was talking about it yesterday. He's dropping his album on all social media, and sometimes that can be a curse and a blessing. You know. You can't count how many albums you sold on CD Baby or whatever. They can't because they're behind the wall. Yeah. You know what I mean? Same thing with YouTube. It can say that one person is watching us right here on Instagram, but maybe 10 is watching us. You'll never know because we're not behind the wall. You know what I mean? So you got to know your business. You know, and what's the one brother name that all of that for the last couple of weeks, the brother from Pretty Ricky, he's trying to explain.
Spectacular.
Yeah, Spectacular. He's trying to explain to artists, you don't have to just have an Instagram just to have an Instagram. You can get paid for your impressions.
Yeah, you monetize. Exactly.
Yeah. You know.
But again, show and business, right? There's two aspects of that thought process if you think about it. Everybody's doing their show, right?
Right.
Right? But then it's the business. And if you don't know your business, that's how you always gonna be broke. That's how you always ain't gonna know. And that's how you're always. Even with my son, I'm like, he's like, I want to be a football player. I'm like, great. But if you don't understand what you need to be doing, I'm going to jump forward to the business aspect of it because it is acting. I was like, people are going to rip you off. Not by choice, not because they want to. It just happened. But how are you minding your business? You don't know what's happening. You can't just be talent and let other people do that for you.
Yeah, that's a big part of it because there's a lot of money selling out. You feel what I'm saying? They know you hungry. They know you starving. They gonna throw that money at you and you're gonna sell out.
Yeah.
You know that's a big issue. They know white folks own all the music, so you know.
They do the investigation on you to find out. That's why you see groups break up so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because one artist is hungry and the other one is humble, and they they separate. But you know what I mean?
It's a lot in that. So what happens? I like to believe is before the money came in, everybody's kumbaya, everybody's all on the same page. But you get $1 million check, whatever soft promises that you had, things start to change really, really quick. Right? Because perspectives start coming in. Right? Nothing wrong with that. Like I'm gonna backpedal a little bit here. And there are some of my clients that we renewed on a handshake. We said we're gonna break bread. We were gonna start, right? But I already knew for me to protect me and to protect them, this is what we had to do. So it's not like I'm not doing that. I ain't gonna work with you if I don't have paperwork, because I believe your word is bond, right? I believe we work together, we do this. But when it comes to the money aspect, when that comes in, that's truth. It's like, okay, did you read Section 8, Part 2 of 505? Okay, yeah, we all agreed. Because now you're coming together with that same thought process of what you agreed to in the beginning. And a lot of people run from that. Oh, we ain't got to do that. It's too soon. No, it's not. Because once that check comes in, things change.
Yeah, that's the
Things
truth.
that never got discussed.
That's
Good
the
things are great, but you get $1 million check. Everything you thought about and all the people you bringing up, things change. Reality kicks in.
Hey, I love how you say
Business.
that's the truth, and this show is the truth, and we speak on nothing but true issues. You know what I mean? And we need our people to understand that it just don't go for the music industry. It goes for that lease on the house. It goes for that lease on the car. It goes for the insurance on the house. People's house get during the earthquake or a tornado. They're like, man.
Some of my team, some of my clients are on here. I call them my family. So Carlton's on here. I saw you come in. I'm sorry, I'm doing my shot.
Okay.
Someone else, I wrote something that was really, really cool. It was UG Enterprises. They said paper works the paper aspect in the business. Paper works the paper aspect in the business. So while everybody's talking about collecting this cheese, this money,
Yeah.
get your paperwork in order. Mind your business.
So you just said something about family. That's like a good segue to my next question, because what I'm wondering is, like, so how hands-on are you with your clients? Like, are you just kind of like all business, or are you like, you talk to them for Thanksgiving and all that kind of shit? Like, how are you with
it's a family. I want it. Okay. So in a perfect world for me, we do all those things. We argue, we disagree, we're family, right? But when it comes to business, it's business. We don't have to like each other in certain things, right? It's and I tell a client quickly, I don't work for you. I work for myself.
That's right.
We work together.
That's a fact.
This is what I get from that, right? So it becomes no more, because with an agency or agents, we don't get paid, you get paid. So we do a lot of that forerunning, a lot of that work. And then when there's demands on that, it's like, hold up, let's talk about this right quick, right? But we can come to an agreement and an understanding on how we should do these things together. Here's our policy, here's our process. You agree, I agree, let's do this so everybody's protected and everybody works. Yes, Thanksgiving, Father's Day, stuff like that. Hi, happy birthday. We on our Instagram, I tried to stay consistent, giving everybody shout outs, giving calls, you know what I mean? And I want them to do that for me as well, because it's family, and that's wealth. That to me is generational wealth, right? For future. You don't know where you're going to be, right? So we're all doing favors, or we're all looking out for each other, and that's how you build. Everybody's doing that. What can you do for me? And trying to catch this money real quick, but there's more on the other side based on the relationship.
Wow, I just got through watching one of them interviews from the Fly Nubian Queen, Brother L, and she was talking about that right now. That's a powerful site people might want to check out. Fly Nubian Queen.
Shout out to Fly Nubian Queen.
Yeah, she just got through kicking something out powerful like that. Like I like how she said, she's cool with the artists and everything, and they talk and everything, but she works for herself. People need to know that part of the game. Me and her was talking about it yesterday. People might know madmen of UNG radio station, but they don't know that Brother L and Doc J and Miss Very Sexy Lady and Gigi Sweets works here at the station, and they help build the station.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I focus on booking the interviews, setting the station up, and getting with the people all that. Gigi focuses on the music. Miss Very Sexy Lady raises money to help with charities for kids in school, help kids with resumes. Brother L comes to the table with knowledge. Doc J got all the bars. He got all the lyrics for us. So it's a team.
Okay.
Nobody's trying to outshine each other. You know what I mean? So that's very important for us as a team. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to know I really appreciate you rocking with us tonight. You know what I mean? The information is good. It's kind of hard on here that have some knowledge. Most of them, no disrespect, everybody we've been having on here have been very positive, but we need more educated. More educated. Everybody want to be attractive. Education is the new attractive. You know what I'm saying? Alex Haley is the new handsome. You know what I'm saying?
Right? I'm going to tell you guys, tell them I said your word is solid. Thank you, Carlton. You guys know Carlton. Yeah, he's amazing actor. Motivational. Oh my God, I can't even. Carlton Wilburn Rising. You said something about shining. On my Instagram, I used to always say, hello, sunshines, right? It's
Okay.
not about not shining more than other. You want everybody to shine.
Yeah.
Whoever's light is bright, let their light shine bright, right? Because it becomes an effect, right? But if you're saying not shining more than it becomes someone being intimidated. No, you tell them you go shine until you can't shine no more. And then it becomes a domino effect, right? And everyone continues to keep that shine going. That's how you win, because now we're all uplifting. When someone's down and that them, then someone else is shining. What do? That light starts to light back up, right? So that's still my takeaway. And my team, I'm like, no, everybody wins, everybody eats, everybody wins, because there's no bosses. You know what I mean? There's structure and order, but go do you. Do you, be you, and shop. Okay, I'm sorry, I can hear my passion coming.
Bosses can bump heads sometimes, you know what I mean? That's why we have meetings to sit down and talk.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just want a couple of shout outs and Young Pharaoh, check him out. Y'all want to know what's going on, Young Pharaoh, Side House, all the people you can check out on YouTube, Fly.